How did you finally get your parents to drop your bedtime rule? The moment they realized you didn't need it anymore and actually let you stay up on your own. My name is Chloe Bennett, and when I was a kid, my parents were strict about bedtime. 9 o'clock sharp, no excuses, lights out. While my friends bragged in middle school about staying up to watch late night shows or finish movies, I was the one yawning the next morning because my parents wouldn't budge. I hated it. It felt like I was being treated like a little kid long after I was ready to handle myself. For years, I tried everything, begging, negotiating, even sneaking a flashlight under the covers to read when I was supposed to be asleep. Every time, my mom would catch me, and I'd get the same lecture. Sleep is important. You'll understand one day. But the truth was, I already understood. I just wanted the freedom to choose for myself. The turning point came in 8th grade during finals week. I had a huge history test, and I was determined to ace it. The night before, I told my parents I needed to stay up later to finish reviewing. Of course, my dad shook his head. 9 o'clock, Chloe. Rules are rules. I remember stomping to my room, frustrated, but instead of going to bed, I quietly sat up at my desk and kept studying by the dim light of my lamp. When my mom came to check on me at 9:15, she caught me hunched over my notebook. I braced myself for the lecture, but she surprised me. She stood there silently, watching, then softly asked, "Are you actually studying?" I nodded, showing her the flashcards I'd made and the notes I was reviewing. She didn't scold me. She just closed the door and let me be. The next day, I crushed that history test, 97%. When I brought the grade home, my dad looked stunned. He asked how I managed it, and I finally told him the truth. I stayed up later to study. I knew I needed the time, and I used it well. For the first time, they didn't argue. Instead, my mom smiled and said, "Maybe you're ready to manage your own bedtime." My dad sighed, clearly reluctant, but he nodded. "We'll give it a try." That was the night everything changed. For the first time in my life, I stayed up past 9 without sneaking around. I sat in the living room, sipping hot cocoa and watching TV like it was the most ordinary thing in the world, but to me it felt like freedom. I wasn't reckless. I didn't pull all-nighters or binge movies until dawn. I just enjoyed the trust they'd finally given me. Looking back, it wasn't really about bedtime. It was about proving I could handle responsibility. My parents weren't trying to punish me. They were waiting for proof that I could make good choices. And when I showed them I could, they gave me the independence I'd been craving. Now, as an adult, I laugh about it. I can stay up as late as I want, and sometimes I still choose to go to bed early. But I'll never forget that night. The moment my parents finally dropped the bedtime rule and handed me a piece of freedom I'd been waiting for. Full story added in below.